Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sony Cool, and this is Gems of War. And today we're gonna be going over teams for the raid boss, high, mid, and low, as well as the weekly preview for Drifting Sands. You got Event Key Drop Table, Soul Forge, Underspire, all that good stuff. So, Epic Trials maybe. We'll at least run the auto battle. But yeah, that's what we're going to do right now while I set up the stream, is run the auto battle for Epic Trials. Drifting Sands is down here. I have it 2030. Let's go. Sauna's here. Daniel's here. Come on. Alright. Trials. 225. We got Great Maul, Bahir, Fokker the Wise, and Sand Shark. They got Desert Worm, Scarabi, Sand Runner, and Sand Scuttler. So let's see if the auto battle, the AI can win while I set up the stream here, put on my thumbnail, do my description. Okay, let's see, can they do it? Alright, copy. Copy. Pasty. Alright, thumbnail. Put it up there. Yeah, I should have put the one troop on the left and the other troop on the right, because the name is mirrored there. I saw that. Gems of War, Legends of War. Dupe. No, I'm not AI. Let's do Gems of War Raid. Gems of War. Gems of War Preview. No. Alright. Trying to get it ready. I mean, I'm a little bit late today, so might be a slightly shorter stream. I'm gonna be rushing through it a little bit, but yeah, trying to hurry here. Save that. The fight might not get over, but let me jump into the chat here. Raid event teams, high, mid, and low. Week's preview, Drifting Sands, Underspire. Thank you so much for the gifted. Went to Avery. Appreciate it, Anita. Alright. Running out there. Let's go. Hit the like, turn in your ticket to the train. Don't be a turnstile jumper, a hobo with the stick, with the handkerchief with all your belongings in it. On. Automatic, medium, save. Okay. Boop. Almost ready here. I would like to copy this, put it here. Come on, right here. Boop boop, bang, paste, save. All right, I think pretty close. Pretty close. Refresh this. But Daniel's here, Sauna's here, Anita's here, Rain is here, Yoke is here. I went to Avery. Let's see. Super close. It's pretty even over there. They might actually be winning slightly. Sandshark could get a devoured though. That would be nice. Alright, I'm super close. We're getting there. Alright, 4 minutes, not bad. Okay, let's get out of here. So, you know, our first troop there, our second troop actually, is about to die. Our first troop is dead. Third troop is fine. Our Sandshark is okay. They still got Sand Runner. There's, oh, we got a summon. Okay. So I bet you could win via auto battle on these epic trials if you have a summon. That's cool. I didn't notice you had a summon there. Ooh, we got the Devour too. Fight's almost over. Just here so you don't get fined. Beast mode, baby. Isn't that who that is? I think we've talked about that. But yeah, I think we would win here. I'm gonna back out. I don't need to win. I already beat these, so it doesn't matter to me. But I just like to show you guys while, you know, give you something to watch while I set up the stream, but also some information like, hey, could you? Yeah, I think you could. Alright, so we have Raid. Raid boss, help your guild close the portals this week. Use troops from a kingdom, Drifting Sands, and daily battles to defeat the raid boss. Let me grab my mail, actually. Do my blinkies. Oh, no, no, no. Redundant. Idiot. Guild. Tasks. Basic. Complete. 11 out of 12. Let's complete this one. Tribute. And then 10 out of 12. I could probably do both. I have quite a bit of gold. Been doing my faction events, you know. That's why I have a bunch of gold. Alright, that's good enough. And now we can collect our mail. Ooh, a gift from DC. Thank you, DC. Boop. And let's get this stuff. Looks like we finished up Tower of Doom. We were pretty close when I went a little bit. I went to level 30 something. I think I went further than I expected I would go because we weren't done with it yet. But looks like we got it done. Alright, so being in a good guild, look what it gets you. I like to show this, so you just know to be always trying to get into a better guild. This isn't even all of it, it's just a good portion of it. It just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Lots of good stuff. So get into a better guild if you can. Boop. Alright. They're on 23 hours. Oh no, went to the Ruby League. I don't care. That's actually good. I like going back and forth for real. Diamond, then Ruby. Diamond, then Ruby. Alright, I'm buying metals still. Might have to start taking more tributes though if I'm going to keep doing that. Let's get rid of these. Got gold, gems, and deeds. Nice. I'm going to do all of those. Campaign is nothing like always. It just likes to pop up as a exclamation point. A blinky. Alright. Go to the shop. All the preparations. Let's get our spoils of war, of course. Always a good deal. Everybody should do that. We got the desert ox. Just going to get it just in case it's good for the raid event. We'll take a look at it later, but hey, it's got an extra turn on it. That's always a good thing. It's a good start for any troop, extra turn. It might be a good one for once. I almost want to look at it again. Hold on. Let's look at it. I was going to look at it later, but create a mix of 10 cursed gems and doom skulls, gain an extra turn. So that's like 5 and 5. It could be 7 cursed gems and 3 doom skulls. So I wouldn't rely on it to like do a bunch of doom skulls or do a bunch of brown and match. So, but the extra turn, you get an extra turn, so then you can do something else after that. So if you have another troop on your team that also throws up brown or also throws up skulls, like it would be a good thing to cast before you cast the other thing, but it's never going to be like the star of the show, and I don't know. 10% chance to create a cursed gem when my turn begins. I don't know. It seems just like an extra step that we don't need in a team, but the extra turn is nice. So not horrible. Just got to figure out like where would we actually use that, and would it be worth using to do that extra step? Because I don't know. There are some things in the game that do have an extra turn that we don't really use, but a lot of the time extra turn is good. Alright, raid boss. Okay. So you know the deal. This event is the second easiest guild event in the game. They give you a troop that is able to one-shot the boss. You just have to take care of the other 3. You want to put that troop on your team. You get it here in the shop. The Dinwin the Wanderer. Because then you get more points. So if you have Dinwin the Wanderer on your team, you get double the points. And he has a lot of magic, and he hits really hard, and especially the boss. So you want to buy up, at least get these first 2. We're going to buy first 2 at least. And the weapon is new, so we're going to buy up to the weapon. So I say pretty much everybody if you can, unless you're a beginner. Unless you're a beginner that's very strapped for gems, or you're just trying not to be a sore thumb. Like 90% of the people playing the game right now should probably buy up to this weapon. Just to get it, because you're going to buy up to tier 3 anyway, just to have enough turns, just to have enough potions, so might as well buy up and get the weapon too. Even though it's not very good, but just to get it. Another weapon from Drifting Sands. We need to buy up to tier 3 anyway for this event. Deals damage to the first 2 enemies boosted by Drifting Sands allies. Unless it has crazy, like, tempering, it's probably not good. Dinwin the Wanderer is 12 green, red, Drifting Sands Raksha. Deal damage to an enemy if they're a boss. Deal 3 times to 5 times damage based on my ascensions. Then explode 3 Doom Skulls. So it does something. I always like when these troops do something on top of just one-shotting the boss troop or the tower. So it does something. That's good. Impervious, 25% skull reduction. It's an okay boss killer. Definitely seen worse. Dinwin the Wanderer. Once again, their troop art's kind of been farts. I don't know. Look at that face. It's okay. I feel like, do they have a different artist now or something? Because, like, last week, Valpakia, like the 2 new troops from Valpakia. I don't know. Let's keep an eye on it. I'm just telling y'all. Keep an eye on it. I don't know if they have different people doing the troop art now. Probably not. But maybe they can't draw cats and they can't draw wolves or something. Because, you know, that looks okay. Looks okay. But last week, man, the Glory Shop troop and the event troop were both, like, ugly as heck. And this is not, like, redeeming... They're not redeeming themselves with this troop art either. It kind of looks a little... I don't know. It's okay. He's, like, fluffy. He's frumpy. Frumpy cat. So maybe that's just a style. But, I don't know. It's like the standing on 2 legs, like, wolves and cats. They're just not too great at sometimes. Like 50-50. Because like their troop art is almost always good. So it's surprising that recently it's not been as good. Like, you can't tell me that's amazing, like amazing troop art right there. It's just kind of okay. Alright, so I'm going to buy up to tier 3. And I'll probably stop there for now. So let's make a team. Did I say hi to everybody? Ooh, Wormskull with the 20. Thank you so much. Sauna with the gifted. Went to Chael Halton. So we got Anita, we got Sauna, we got Wormskull out there. Heart, thumbs up. Hell yeah. So we were at the zoo, chug-a-lugging around. We kept it there last time, and I think we took off from the zoo and we're doing a burnout. We're like on the main tracks. Oh, we had the big bicep bodyguard, the engineer, the conductor. We had the cook. So we're cruising. We're about to get a chase vehicle, a lead vehicle, a freaking rocket launcher on the top, some Marty McFly hoverboards on the side. Like we're about right there right now. We've been streaking. Y'all are keeping your clothes off, streaking across the field. Come on. Keep it up. And Sauna joined back, looks like. Welcome to Shout Out to My Set. Nice. Thank you for the continued support. Sean's here. Tyrion, of course. Your pirate gang is recruiting. 2 spots open. Open invite. Every week, LT and events done. Nice. Good morning, Sean. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, it is beast mode, huh? Daniel. Daniel's here. If I didn't say it, I think I did. I hope you're well. Alright, let's make a team for this raid event. I'm gonna try to go as quick as I can today, but if I will make it up to you tomorrow. You know what I mean? Alright, we got Dim 1 the Wanderer. We have to use this, so let's upgrade it. The more ascended it is, the more damage it will do. If you fully trade it, it will do more damage via skulls, I think. Deal 3 times 5 times skull damage versus bosses based on my ascension. So ascension with your raid troop, your raid boss killer, actually matters if you want more damage. You don't have to. It's not like a. You don't have to have it, but it'll do way more damage if you have it fully ascended. Which you can either do that by buying further up in the shop and getting more copies, or you could use like a blue orb on it. I'd say if you're earlier in the game, you're probably going to want to just buy it further in the shop, and if you're later in the game, you're probably just going to want to use orbs. Like this is kind of what you use gems on early game. Stuff like this. You know, after you get your 2 armors, and maybe after you buy your global medals, you know, it'd be guild events next, and you're going to have to buy a little further as a beginner because you're not going to have as many orbs and whatnot. So to be able to fully ascend your Dinwin the Wanderer, you might have to go to 250 or 350 here, but it's a good investment because being in a guild is one of the most important things in the game. And then you're going to get gems from being in that guild, and then you reinvest the gems into the guild event. So that's kind of what you use your gems on early game is guild events. After your 2 armors, after your global medals, you know, start working on guild events and like getting into a better guild. Like if they don't appreciate you doing a certain amount in the guild event, like go to a different guild, join a better guild. Like, you always want better people than you in your guild. Just strive for that. So if you're getting better and better, like you want to join a different guild because you want to go where there's people better than you. All right. Anyway, base rarity. All right, we got to get our dude, Dimwit the Wanderer. Dimwit the Wanderer. I'm going to fully with orbs. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Go for it, Sean. What you got? Alright, now we have to do this again. Try to not have so much redundancy, but it is okay. Fine. Frumpy cat. Alright, he's going on the team. Because we want more points. We want to be able to hit the boss super hard later, maybe. But basically, because, you know, it's the event troop, it should be on the team for more points. Even if we kill everything, if we never even use it, it still should just be there. Alright, but what can we do with the other 3? We have to use Drifting Sands weapons. We got the Doomed Axe. We got Dancing Daggers. Emerald Baton. Okay. We got Sharp Fang. And you should be able to buy these in the Soul Forge if you don't have them. Like whatever one I end up using. Just probably going to be Sharp Fang or Emerald Baton. Just, spoiler alert. But let's see what we got. Mortal Scoprio. Kronos. Scoprio. Scorpius. Spanavispera. Topasarth would be pretty good. I got Monstrous Sentinel. Abragonia. Great Maul might be decent. Can devour. We got Queen Beatrix. Come on. Alright, I think I'm going to do like a Topasarth Queen Beatrix for my high level team. But let's keep looking. My high level team is I'm using everything. There's no restriction. You know, hopefully you're a high level player with everything in the game. But I'll also do a mid and a low, just in case. And then we'll do our hero with an Explodey. We got red-green, blown up brown for Drifting Sands. Restriction is Drifting Sands. Or we got blue-green, which is the same as Queen Beatrix, which I care about that more than it being the same as Dimwit the Wanderer. Is there anything else? Okay, we got the axe. No. What's the... It's, Dervish is the class. I don't like Dervish, so I'm probably going to do an Explodey, not a tool for your tool belt. So I'm thinking Emerald Baton is the way to go. So if you're waiting to see which weapon to buy in the shop, if you want to buy one that's going to help you for this week, which isn't always the top priority, maybe you want the Doomed Axe instead. But I think I'm going to go with this. Something like that. Topasarth can catch brown. Queen Beatrix makes brown and green. This is going to blow up brown, which is one of the colors that Topasarth is going to be catching all by its lonesome. Topasarth can catch brown and green or brown and yellow all by itself, so it gets all that. This is blowing up brown. This is throwing up brown. So that should be pretty good. I think this team is going to work nicely. All right, banner. We got all green. I might just go all in on that weapon. We got 2 reds. And what can we minus? Purple would be wonderful. Yes. The Maze banner. Class. We got a bunch of green. We could also do Titan to make a brown storm to get rock solid. To blow up the brown to... But I don't know. I think I'll do Archer for now. Maybe later if it gets more difficult, you do Titan. Like on my Underspire last week. Ooh, I forgot to tell y'all. I got almost a perfect Underspire last week. I took a screenshot of it because it was 80 moves. Like, straight up 80. I did the entire Underspire to the 7th boss in just 80 moves. Perfect for me would have been 77. I only went the wrong way 3 times. I only did 3 unnecessary fights in my Underspire last week. It was pretty good. I was bragging to Trey on PlayStation Messenger about it. Alright, so here's my high-level team. I'm pretty sure it's going to work, so here's the team code. We got Emerald Baton, Queen Beatrix, Topasarth, Dinwin the Wanderer, Archer class, Green Storm, double green, red, minus purple. Our whole team uses green, our weapon uses red, our boss killer uses red, nobody uses purple. So super early, this is going to kill everything, and then later on, this can help kill everything. Let's run it. All right, let's see those questions. Chat with a two, running out there. Slam dunking. Jumping off somebody's back. Sean says, I have all the kingdoms and missing 3 banners. Where do I get the 3 from? 2, I have 315 burning marks. Should I use them on burning chests or epic burning chests? Okay, good questions. All right, as far as the banners go, you get banners from factions, right? You get banners from kingdoms. And then there are warband shop banners. You might be missing those. If I was going to bet on it, I would say you're missing a warband shop banner because that shop rotates, so you're not even necessarily seeing every single one of them. So it might be like a warband shop banner that's just not there right now that you don't have. So you might want to check the warband shop, basically. If you already have all your kingdoms opened up and you have all your factions opened up, that's the majority of your banners. But check the warband shop to see if you need any of those banners. And in the warband shop, you only buy each one time. You don't need to buy it multiple times. Just one time, get the banner. That's all you need from those is the banner. So I'd check your warband shop on that. And the burning marks, that one depends on, you know, if it's look at the epic burning mark chest. If there's a immortal, like a really good one, it'll show you like 3 that are available this week or whatever. So you got the special one, and then you got 3 that they show, and it kind of rotates and it's random. But for this week, it'll show like 3 of them that's available in the epic burning mark chest. And if it's something like Ossifer or Fernax or I don't know, like a special one like that, you would use epic burning marks, but the majority of the time you use the regular burning marks because it's not worth it to do epic burning mark chests usually unless there's like an awesome immortal in there. So I'll look at it here in a sec. Let me finish this team, then I'll go check it out. I'll show you the warband shop and the epic burning chest thing. Let me just get this team done. Run a few fights here. My medals would be, I would say, either 3 Nisha or 2 Nisha and an Anu for this team. So early on, Queen Beatrix is going to be enough to take care of everything, and then, you know, when she's not anymore, Topasarth will finish them off. And then even deeper, you could use the raid boss killer to take out the boss, and then use Beatrix and the dragon on the other 3. Alright, do we have any extra turns? I don't see any. Let's get up our weapon. Any extra turns? I don't see any. Cast our weapon. Topasarth's up. And then our weapon can blow up those giant yellow gems too. This team should work like the whole way. The only thing you could, if it somehow start losing your hero, just change to maybe Titan. Would be the only thing you might tweak later. Queen Beatrix you can get in the underworld pretty easily. Like, dragons aren't that hard to get either. Like, this team's not even that bougie. Just like if you're unlucky and don't have this dragon would be the only thing. dragon is a... It's a Diamantina dragon, though, so it's one of the worst... You know, it's one of the ones you'd probably get last. But if you've been playing for a minute, you might have it already, because it went Diamantina, then Stellarex, then Chrysantherax, so... If you were here when Diamantina first released, you probably have this dragon. If you were not here when Diamantina first released, but you came after, like, Chrysantherax or Stellarex, you might not have it, if you're doing it right. Once again, here's the team code for the best team that you could be doing. The high-level team, no restriction, just being able to use everything. There you go. It's not even that bougie, like I said. You can get the weapon in the Soul Forge, you can get the Queen Beatrix in the Underworld, and you can get Top Sarth from eggs. So they're all pretty much... Like, this one isn't available all the time, but it's available right now, right this second, for 300 diamonds. This one you can get all the time whenever you want. Pretty easily. And same thing with this, pretty much. Just open eggs. You should have it. So, I think everybody should use this team, honestly. Alright, let's answer Sean's questions here in more depth. The Warband shop, is it here? Yes, Warbands. So you see, like, each one of these will give you a another banner. So you might be missing... And then they're not all here. Like, there's... So maybe there's 10. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. And there's probably at least 7 or 8. So maybe that's the 3 you're missing. Let's see what you said, though. Ossifer and Fernex are both in there? Well, then go for the epic ones, I think. At Lurk and Working, Chen? Did you check your Taco Bell class? Yeah. Morning, Funky Town. Okay, you have 1 banner left, Yoke. GG. 29, that's a long time. Alright, so that's the Warband shop. This would be where you'd be missing banners, most likely. The Epic Burning Chests. Ooh, yeah, Fernex and Ossifer. That's a good one. I would do this week. I don't have any burning marks because I always kind of use them when I get them, so I don't like save them up or anything. But if I had epic burning marks right now, or if I had burning marks right now, I would open these chests because there's 2. Like normally it's good if even if there's just 1 good one, but you got Fernex and Ossifer there, so yeah, I would go epic. I'd just open all of them. You know, use all your burning marks right now on the epic burning chests. Because you're super likely to get... You're going to get Zachariel, Fernex, Ossifer, or Labara. So if you do get a Immortal, like 2 of them are good. Deal true heavy splash damage to 3 random enemies boosted by barrier gems. And that one's not terrible either. Labara might not be good, but... Yeah, the only bad one is Labara. And Ossifer and Fernex are like 2 of the best ones, right? So right now is a good time to use epic burning chests, but most of the time you do burning chests, like in general, like the answer to the question in general. So, I don't know. If I had a bunch of burning marks, I would go in here and look at this, and then if there was all dookie here, I'd be like, nope, not opening those. And I'd go and open these. Because you're more likely to get mortal souls that you actually need from this one. This one... You know, I think it's like a lower chance, but there's better ones in here right now, and sometimes there's not good ones there, so you don't open this one. But right now, I think it's a good idea to open this one. So it's definitely a depends type of answer, but right now, yeah, open them. All right, let's go back to the raid event. Whoops. Hold on, I'm in PvP. So the mid team is probably going to use Queen Beatrix too. It's probably going to be boring, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm not just going to make a weaker team. Well, we'll see. Alright, so mid team just means no mythics. We got Mantra, Sentinel, Abergonia, Queen Beatrix, Saguaro, the Great Maul, Hermit. Yeah, I think you'd just like double Queen Beatrix or something. Like, that's probably fine. You don't have a lot of... You're not covering a lot of mana colors. And, like, it'd be nice to have brown somewhere. I don't think, yeah, I think it's pretty much the same thing, except for do Queen Beatrix instead of the dragon for your mid. Let's see if we have to change anything else. Nah, it's still the same. Yeah, it's the same thing, just 2 Queen Beatrixes instead. So we'll run a couple of these fights. Here's the team code. Remember, if you run into trouble, just change to Titan class. Yep, I think I'm gonna use this for my mid. Low level might be the hard one. But once again, man, I almost consider Underworld legendaries as low level. It might be kind of like unneeded for me to make a low level team this week. I ate McDonald's before the stream. That's probably why I'm having throat issues, voice issues. McDonald's breakfast, y'all. That's why I was a little bit late too. I had to do laundry. Like, my washing machine's broken. Had to go to the laundromat and then went to McDonald's. I got a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel with extra bacon. Let's go. Bagel's good because they put that breakfast sauce on it. If they put breakfast sauce on other stuff, I might get the other stuff, but sometimes I'll get the steak, egg, and cheese bagel. I just gotta be in the mood for it, though. Oops, I didn't need to do that. Waste of a turn. There we go. Worm Skull? Alright, you gotta head out? Well, thank you so much, man. Have a good day. Appreciate you. This morning you finally got Dustbringer, one of the components in the Soul Forge? Awesome. Alright, thanks for letting me know. I probably would have forgot. How do you get burning marks anyway, Kyle? You have to do PvP. Do PvP. Let's go check it out. PvP. So, where do you end up getting these for real? The goals, do they give it? I forget. I'm not the biggest PvP dude. I guess you don't get any from the goals. The season? Yeah, it's like the season goals right here. So this is where you get burning marks. You fulfill these conditions. So kill enemies in any PvP battle except training. Win any PvP battle. Win monolith battles. Reach monolith level 4. Win citadel battles. Win guardian battles. Reach diamond league. Reach alliance level legend or whatever level. Train immortal Zachariel to level 3. So any of this stuff, like, some of it I've already done, so it's like on a higher level, but just like kill enemies and win PvP battles and win monolith fights, like anybody can do that stuff. Citadel battles, guardian battles, like all that stuff anybody can do. And then Season Pass has them in there as well. So if you buy the pass, you'll get more burning marks. If you don't buy it, you'll still get some. You know, I got some for free here. But yeah, that's mostly it. The Season Pass and the Season Goals is where you get burning marks. But good question. Do karate in the like button, let's go. You got Fernex? Nice, Sean. It's a good one. I don't even know if I have it. I think I finally got it. Yoke says I haven't been in the laundromat in years. Last time was when my wash and dryer went out. How much is it to do a load of laundry now at the laundromat? It was $3. We didn't have to dry them because we still have a dryer, so we just brought them back home to dry them for free. But to wash it was $3. So I'm guessing to dry it's like $3. So it's like around $6 right now to do a load. And it took like we only washed, so it took about 30 minutes. I think we could have done it slightly faster, but it was our first time at that place.
You hate going to the laundromat? I know, me too. We went early in the morning and, you know, we only washed, so it wasn't too bad. And it was a nice one. It was like nice. It was nice and clean, and there was like probably like 2 or 3 other people there. It wasn't bad. Alright, let's get back to the raid event. I might just leave it there, y'all. I am in a hurry today. We don't really need a low-level team today, I don't think. I'll call out some other stuff, but... like, if you don't have Queen Beatrix, I think it'd be more important for you to go get Queen Beatrix than to do this event. That's how I feel. Like, you should go do City of Thieves 3 times a day for, like, 5 days this week. Go get Queen Beatrix and then do the raid event for the weekend. And you still have time. So it's, like, almost kind of dumb for me to make up a team that's not Queen Beatrix. Because anybody can get it at any time. But Sandrunner, I guess, if you want to, like, get a jump on it. Sandrunner, maybe just double up on Sandrunner instead of Queen Beatrix until you get your Beatrixes. If you only have one Beatrix, do a Sandrunner and a Beatrix, you know. But I'm not gonna sit here and make a team, because I think most people should just have this. And if you don't have it, like I said, you should go get it. Like, there's no excuse. Like, go get it. Like, don't do the event then until you get Queen Beatrix, because you can just get Queen Beatrix in 2 or 3 days by doing City of Thieves. Most likely. I mean, 5 days max. And that's if you haven't even started. If you start from scratch, you can probably get Queen Beatrix in like 5 days. So yeah, those are the 2 teams. Either Queen Beatrix Tapasarth or double Queen Beatrix, or Sandrunner Queen Beatrix if you're super low level. So that's the raid event. Alright, let's do our weekly preview. We got Ox Me Anything, new ultra rare troop, Desert Ox. Get this troop with glory from the rewards tab of the shop. Raid boss, just went over it. 2 teams pretty much, but mentioned a third. Remember the holiday event still going on? You need to do that every day if you want to get everything. Like, I bought the extra 3 fights like 3 or 4 days on the first week, but I don't need the armor, I don't need the power orb. All I need is the pet, the golden pet, and the legendary. So I'm gonna end up getting it. But a good strat, if you need more than that, is just to buy one in the shop every day. So buy the extra 3 turns. It's only 50 gems. Buy that. That's another thing a beginner would be using gems on. So the guild event, the holiday event, Tome of the Cursed God for 13 more days. So 2 more weeks left on that. Week of Drifting Sands, all Drifting Sands troops gain 10% to skills. Week of Raksha, 10% to their skills. And bonus gold if you use Desert Ox and PvP and Explore. Alright, Soul Forge. Alright, I'm going to put them in order for you. Yeah, congrats. But you get it, Kyle, how you get burning marks? It's all, the PvP, it tells you pretty much in there. Just go in PvP, go to Season goals, and then look at the goals and just fulfill those goals. I have other videos on like doing PvP too. I should probably make another one. I was considering making like an Underspire video, just a general one, maybe a PvP video, like a general one. I'll try to do that in the next few weeks. Because I do Underspire every week, and I just smoked the Underspire, like, I don't know, that might be a world record, dude. 80 flat. The only thing that you could do better is 77. That'd be like going, you never pick wrong one time, would be 77. I did 80. So I'm about to make a video on it. I have 5 out of the 6 Sentinels. Like, who could make a better video? I think I'm about ready to make an Underspire. I know that nobody will watch it or care, but you should. It's one of those videos where it should be valuable and you should care and you should watch it, but nobody will, except for you guys. People just stare at you while folding your underwear, right? Oh, congrats, Daniel. Dustbringer and Fernex. Let's go. Who got Fernex? Sean got Fernex, sorry. Well, hey, people are getting stuff. That's what I mean. Nita says, I've had someone steal a load of clothes in a laundromat. Oh, no. Alright, Soul Forge. Come on, we'll put them in order. Whether they're good or not, it doesn't matter. We'll just put them in order for you. But I'll mention whether you should craft them or not. You know, it always depends where you're at in the game and how much stuff you got. How come, like, the bottom part of his circle is cut off on Maelstrom Dagonath? Is that like they're blurring out his crotch or something? Maybe he's naked? Maelstrom Dagonath is on the toilet, so they're blurring it out on the bottom. Alright, what do we got? What's the dragon? Dragon is Ami Theolas. These rotate as well. They're very smart to get when you have 5 out of the 6 of a certain dragon. If you have 5 out of 6 for Diamantina, or 5 out of 6 for Stellarix, or 5 out of 6 for Chrysantherax, it's very smart to save up and get the last one here, so you're not cracking eggs and getting duplicates. So we got Ami Theolas, which is it's a purple Diamantina dragon. So it's probably not super high on your priority. But if you have 5 out of the 6 for Diamantina and you want to finish it off and you need the purple one, then you would craft this today. Or this week. Alright, Mythics. Mythics. Got Mistralis. Good old Missy. We got Arc Proxy Avendra, another good one. We have Phoenix, another okay one. Not as good as the other two, but and then we have Crappercore. So Crappercore is the worst. That's 100%. Phoenix is probably in third, but it's still decent. It's between Arc Proxy and Mistralis. I think on my top 20, can't remember who I ranked higher than who. I'll tell y'all, I use Mistralis a little bit more than Arc Proxy. Arc Proxy is like stronger in a vacuum, kind of. Like, it would do more damage. But I feel like Mistralis is slightly more useful. I don't know, though. Go check me on my top 20 mythics. Like, which one I ranked ahead of the other one. But, I might give the nod to Mistralis. I don't know. It might be Arc Proxy on my list, though. I can't remember. Alright, but they're both really good. Like, you can't go wrong with Mistralis or Arc Proxy. Like, the person that would be crafting one of these two this week, though, you'd probably want to have, like, your Iron Hawks and your High King Iron Gut, and maybe even your Caffrews and Takshakas, but down from that, after that, would be these two. So still in the top 20, but maybe not the top 10-ish? You know, maybe definitely not the top 5. I think they're in the top 20. I'm pretty sure. I know Arc Proxy is. Strauss, I think, is as well. 25 blue, yellow, brown, Stormheim, Elemental Fae. Deal splash damage to 1 to 4 random enemies, and then jumble the board and gain an extra turn. Enchant all allies on 4 or 5 gym match. 25% spell reduction. The way I usually use it is with like a loopy, like either Sycorax, Psycho Mega Missy, or something like that. To where you can loop and loop and loop, get her up, cast her for free. Loop and loop and loop, get her up, cast her for free. Loop and loop and loop, get her up, cast her for free. Your whole team stays enchanted like the whole time too. She's a solid mythic. Alright, Arc Proxy is up there too. If she's supposed to be 1, they're 1A and 1B. They're both good. 26 yellow, purple, browns, all carry Divine Elf. Convert all yellow gems to Uber Doomskulls. Curse, Web, and Poison, the strongest enemy. Conjure an Uber Doomstorm when an enemy dies. Reduce damage from spells by 25%. Just Uber Doomskulls are really strong. Don't they do like 10 damage per instead of like 5? It really, plus your attack, like it's a bunch of damage. And you can convert all yellow gems to Uber Doomskulls. So you wait until you have an extra turn and then it's just boom, a big explosion of damage on something. Still only single target, but once you kill that first thing, then it conjures an Uber Doomstorm, which I think is the only thing in the game that can conjure an Uber Doomstorm. So just the Uberness, it's Uber. It says it in the name, it's got Uber on the card, like it's Uber. I haven't said that word in a while. It's Uber, y'all. Except for the car service where you get Ubered. I haven't used that word as like something awesome in a while. Dude, it's Uber. Alright, so Arc Proxy and Mistralis 1A, 1B this week. And then you got Phoenix, who's not in the top 20, but still a solid. It's like a B tier mythic. 22 yellow, purple, brown, Volpacchia, Wargear, Divine. Choose one, deal true damage to all enemies, or summon 1 to 3 Volfire Hunters. So it does 2 cool things. It does true damage to all, or it summons if you need a summon. And it blesses and enchants a random ally when I match 4 or more gems. So we were using it last week in our Underspire team just for its 3rd trait. Like Stellarix was doing the killing, but Phoenix was doing bless and enchant. So we actually used it last week. It was a Volpacchia week, though, and it's a Volpacchia troop, so that's why. Alright, Crapper is last. The reason it's last is because knock an enemy to the back and stun them, then move myself to the front and gain attack, life, and armor. So that would be a good legendary faction troop, but it's not a good mythic. If this was a legendary faction troop, or any kind of faction troop, then it would be awesome. But it's not. So it's a sucky mythic, is what it is. There's legendaries and epics that are better than this. So I call it Crapper Core. It's horrible. So yeah, if you're going to craft any mythics this week, it would be Arcproxy Avendra or Mistralis. Unless you're saving for Ironhawk or Caffrey or High King Irongut, you know? Go check my top 20 mythics. Craft them in that order almost, pretty much. Alright, legendaries. We got Hydra, Magnus, Smashed Mouth, and Tannenbaum. So I only recommend crafting Tesla, and I'm starting to think maybe Emberclaw. Those would be the 2. I was trying to always... Since I did that top 20 legendaries, that's out, by the way. I put it out over the weekend as your bonus video. Because you guys have been streaking. I was probably going to do it anyway, but since y'all have been streaking, you get that extra video, which was just our top 20 legendaries from the last chatathon, but it's in a more, like, shorter, easier to digest video now. And, I said on that one, like, I've been looking for another troop to recommend in the Soul Forge as a legendary craft, and I'm thinking maybe Emberclaw, since you need 3 of them, and it's like, it was in the top 5, and I think it was number 3, it was in the top 3. But, yeah, in saying that, I'm saying, like, don't craft legendaries in the Soul Forge, unless it's Tesla or Emberclaw. But let's put them in order, I guess. Smashed Mouth, he's one of those extra turns that's not great. Just like the Glory Shop troop. Magnus is okay, Hydra. Best one, though, is Tannenbaum, probably. It was on our honorable mentions for top 20 legendaries. I think, yeah. So it's not a top 20, but it's very close to a top 20 legendary. 16 green, yellow, silver glade, elemental fey. Deal damage to an enemy, then entangle them and pull them to the front. Deal triple skull damage versus entangled enemies. Impervious and bark skin, so it's a super solid legendary. It's a top 25. Who would be second? It's either Magnus. It's probably Magnus, yeah. Magnus would be number 2, but it's definitely not top 20. It wasn't even on an honorable mention, but you'll use it here and there for like world events or something like that. 16 purple brown, Darkstone human. Deal damage to all enemies, boosted by diseased and poisoned enemies. Then disease and poison all enemies. Inflict a random status effect on 4 or 5 gem match. Impervious, so it's solid. It's kind of like the Phoenix, you know, of the Soul Forge this week for legendaries. It's still decent. It's like a B tier legendary, like B plus maybe. Hydra is old as heck, so it's not very good. It's kind of like a C tier or C minus or something. 16 blue, red, Wild Plains monster. Deals scatter damage boosted by my missing life. So to boost it, it has to be hurt, which is stupid. And then it has no good traits. Yeah, it's kind of horrible, actually. Never mind. It's horrible. Hydra's bad. So Smash Mouth should have been 3rd. Because Smash Mouth is better than Hydra, so sorry. Got it wrong there. It's Tannenbaum, then Magnus, then Smash Mouth, then Hydra. Sorry. 14 green, red, Zacian, Goblin Giant. Deal damage to an enemy and knock them to the back. Drain 7 mana from all enemies below them. Gain an extra turn. Bleed and silence the first enemy when I deal skull damage. 25% skull reduction. Yep. That one's better than Hydra. Alright. So that's the Soul Forge, at least the troops. If you're going to get anything, it would be Mistralis or Proxy Avendra. Weapons! So, Yoke had mentioned, I think, that somebody mentioned that there was a weapon for Dawnbringer or Dustbringer or something. When people join your guild, the higher rank you are, do you get better stuff? Newbie would be like an eye patch, and regular would be like a pirate hat, and the highest level would be a wooden leg or a parrot. Yeah, Hydra's poopy, Sean. It's butt. Summoning stones, we'll check those next. Thank you. Alright, we got Lost Treasure. You should get this in the shop, like the event shop, not here. It's just the same thing. This is always here, always here, always here. Doomed Barrier is Doomed Poop. Always here, always here, always here. Here's the Emerald Baton. This is the weapon we're using this week. So, if you were going to craft one weapon, maybe. It'd be in consideration for sure. Timekeeper. I don't think it's great. It does enchant itself. Ruby weapon. Cursebreaker weapons always here. Always here, always here. Sharp Fang was the other good one. We're not using it this week, but we're using mostly Queen Beatrix, who uses the same exact colors as it. So, but if you already have the other one, you would get this one just to invest in it. Collection purposes. Oh, here it is. Scarab of Nefertani is for Dustbringer. So very important. You should get this if you don't have it. Like a couple of you in the chat, like Sean and Daniel and whoever else, if you don't have this right here, you should probably get it. Because it's going to be a long time before it comes back, and it's a ingredient for Duskbringer right here. Duskbringer is a special weapon in the Soulforge. You don't use it like a lot, but it's just like the rarity of it is why you're going to get this. Eventually you're going to want to have Dustbringer, even if you're never going to use it. It's just a thing you craft. And I do use it. Like, I used it a little bit like a week ago or 2 weeks ago for one of our teams. You know, you use it here and there. It's one of the stronger, like, weapons that hits all enemies. But right now, this is only here this week, and that's it. And it's one of the ingredients for this thing. So if you don't get it this week, it's going to be another 38 weeks before you can get it again. So you can't make this. Unless you have, you got to get all the ingredients. Captain Planet. So you're still going to need the other two weapons, but it's very important to get this just because it's rare. Like, not because it's good. You're not going to use it, but just because it's rare and it's going to be 38 weeks before you can get it again. This is Poopy. This is a tool for your tool belt. You know what I mean when I say that? Like, every so often when you're doing a team that's all Drifting Sands, including your hero, you might use it, but only then. Doomed Axe is good as well. It's the best yellow doomed weapon. I like Doomed Axe. So if you're looking for the best weapon in the Soulforge, it's probably this one. Crystal Axe, another tool for your tool belt if your whole team's monster. And Stone Poop. Blade of the Doo-Doo. Alright, so yeah. I think the most important things, like, do you have the Ankh of Nefertani, or Scarab of Nefertani? That'd be the first thing to check as far as weapons. Do you have this or not? If you don't have it, craft it. Then, like, the Doomed Axe would be the next most powerful thing. If you're looking for something good, be Doomed Axe. And then after that, it would be the weapon we used in the Emerald Baton. So those are your top 3 weapons. Scarab of Nefertani, Emerald Baton, and Doomed Axe. So, let's say you have 2 of them, but not the other. Craft it, probably. And craft 1 weapon at least, if you don't have all the weapons. Because they're cheap, and you might as well. Because you're going to want them all eventually anyway. Oh, whoops. Summoning Stones. These are for when, like, a beginner is looking for a specific troop that they're having trouble getting out of chests or something, like Leprechaun, or Bork, or Bog Strider, or something like that, or Thrall. You don't craft a lot of stuff from Summoning Stones, but you might be looking for a very specific troop that you're just having bad luck not getting when everybody else has it and always recommends it. So we got Ogre, Book of Secrets, Frozen Shieldbreakers, Captain Skullbeard, Wereshark, Midnight Innovator, Crimson, Wormling, and Penitent. None of those are good. Bog Strider's here. So if you don't have Bog Strider and you're having trouble getting in, it's like weird, and you're like, whoa, my RNG sucks. Like I haven't got Bog Strider yet. You might actually make it here, because Bog Strider's a good mana generator. Bog Strider destroys a bunch of gems and entangles a random enemy. So it's mostly for mana generation, and like the higher your magic gets, the more it will destroy. Also, Spirit Fox is okay. I don't know if I would craft it, but it's a decent. It's good for like Guild Wars, like, you know, very specific situations where you gotta drain something immediately so they don't wipe you out in one shot. It's a good like offense. It's on offense, but it's for defensive purposes, kind of like. I don't know, if you had trouble last Guild Wars or something, or you're looking forward to Guild Wars, maybe. But Bog Strider for sure. Oops. Nothing here. Nothing there. And nothing there. Chalcedony would have been one. Angry Mob's a good one. So Angry Mob, Bog Strider. If you don't have Angry Mob or Bog Strider, maybe. Make sure you have enough jewels, and you don't need jewels for other stuff. Like, it's only 50 jewels, though. So I would get Bog Strider and Angry Mob. If I was on, like, a new account, it'd be nice to have those two. So I'd probably get them. Alright, so that's the Soul Forge. That's the Soul Forge. Let's go do the shop now, which we've already kind of done. Desert Ox. So it's interesting. 12 green, brown, Drifting Sands, Undead Monster. Create a mix of 10 Cursed Gems and Doom Skulls. Gain an extra turn. 10% chance to create a Cursed Gem when my turn begins. 20% Skull Reduction. Undying. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good. It's not like a Bork or Bane of Ambition or whatever. Bane of Mercy, whatever it was called. It's not a Centurigon or anything. But it's not like the Dookie pile either. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. I mean, you're supposed to get these every week anyway. I just don't know. I can't really figure out where you would use it or why you would use it, but you just like don't have a lot of troops maybe, and you want to, I don't know, get a okay troop for glory instead of, I don't know. But there's green-brown trait stones here. Remember, it's a good spot to get arcane trait stones. Go check out your legendaries, your mythics, see if you need to fully trait something that's green-brown. And then right here is a good spot where you're not using keys or gold or gems. You're using glory, which you should have a decent amount of. And you'll get gold and keys with the trait stones, too. You can get as many as you want. So that's the shop. Alright, what else is going on this week? Let's see if I can remember off the top of my head. It's a Drifting Sands week. Drifting Sands Underspire, Epic Trials, Event Key Drop Table, Weapons in the Soul Forge. It's a raid event week for the guild event. I put 2 teams on the front of this live stream for that. Tomorrow we have... Tuesday is... When is it? Deep Hive? Deep Hive is tomorrow, right? Amani Thrax, Drifting Sands, Queen Beatrix, yeah. Deep Hive tomorrow. Wednesday, the pet, is it that Doberman Pinscher, like, new pet? Forget, I don't, is it here yet? Yeah, it's right here. See what I mean? It's like a, I think that's a, unless it's a Rottweiler. I don't know, he's got, like, armor on, like a cape on or something. He's got... It's a new pet, so everybody's going to need that Wednesday. Make sure you do your pet rescue on Wednesday. Thursday, we got Dervish class event. And then this weekend, we have a Vault event, right? Yeah, and the Chatathon is this Saturday. So Chatathon this Saturday morning, and it's a Vault event Chatathon. Let's go. Remember, your holiday event's still going on. You know, PvP season's still going on, campaign's still going on. That's what's up this week. Alright. Last thing is Underspire. Let's make a team. I'll check the chat too, see if you guys have been saying anything. I try not to ignore you. Scarab of Nefertani, weapon for Dustbringer. Yep. A parrot, yeah. No problem, Sean. It'll save you, like, in the long run, you know? It's not like it's not like an exciting purchase, but it's a smart purchase, you know? Weekend's Vault. Pet is called Paul Lock. Alright, thank you. Paul Lock. I'll have to remember that. So it's Drifting Sand, y'all. It's gonna, you know, like, this is gonna be similar to our raid event team. Only difference is we can leave the raid boss killer off the team. But you could also bring it back in when you're fighting, like, Diamantina, like, to kill the boss. But, I don't really have to do that unless it's a super hard Underspire. But it's probably gonna be similar, I'm just warning you. You know, probably gonna do this. Maybe, like, what are we gonna do instead of the raid boss troop, though? That's the only interesting thing. Got nothing, really. It's kind of hoping for some mana generation somewhere. I think I got to do Shabana Vespera. Isn't she here? I think this is the one time I use her. It's when it's like a Drifting Sands restriction. Because there's like nothing else. You know, Desert Troll does yellow, which doesn't help too much. I'd rather it be doing green or brown, which is the two colors it is. I don't know why it does yellow. Probably so it doesn't loop like crazy. You know, see what I mean? There's like nothing else that really makes sense. Great Maul might be okay. So she's like the only thing that kind of makes sense. And then our weapon, of course, Emerald Baton, most likely. Again.
They shall feel my fury.
And we'll put that in first slot, because we don't want it to get blocked on green. Later on, you can maybe move it, but right now, I'm just gonna throw this on the bottom. So I'm not really looking to use her, but she might get used. It's another summon for the team too. Like if we lose our first slot, and then we cast Queen Beatrix and match 4 or more gems, we could summon a Jhin to first slot. And she's really probably just going to sit on the end of the team and do nothing. But maybe she just gets up somehow on purple and we cast her. Because I just can't think of anything else. Alright, as far as this goes, definitely green. Got a couple yellows, but be more interested in blue or red. We got green, red, blue, yellow, brown, and purple. We have every single color. Probably still going to do the Maze Banner, like, just since we're not planning on using Shabana Vespera anyway. Like, might as well minus her purple. I think Maze Banner again. Wherever it is. There it is. Class, start with Archer, move to Titan maybe again. I had to use Elementalist, I think. You know, if something gets really hard, you can switch to Elementalist. It'll slow you down, but it makes it so you don't die. So, like, as far as this Underspire goes, you might start with Archer, and then once you get to, like, the 4th, 5th boss, you move to Titan, and then once you get to the 6th, 7th boss, you move to Elementalist. It's kind of like my first tweak I make to a team, would be, like, medals and class. Maybe not troops. But you could do troops, too. Like, Great Maul would be okay. If you're having it, like, you put it in first slot, and then follow it with the Emerald Baton. That might even be better than what I'm doing. Like, I don't know, though, because then Great Maul would block Tapasarth. Like, later on, maybe Great Maul, but right now it would just be blocking Tapasarth for 1 Devour. Tapasarth can kill everything, so... Maybe later. It could be another tweak you would make. So the progression of tweaks to this team, if you need them, is 1, change from Archer to Titan. 2, change from Titan to Elementalist. And then 3, if you still need it, move everything down 1 and put a Great Maul in the front of the team. It'll be your tweaks if you're having trouble. there's your team, and I don't do more than one Underspire team because I feel like even though everybody should be doing this, they don't do it. But if you could do multiple Queen Beatrixes though if you need like a slightly less bougie team. Take off Shabana, put a Queen Beatrix or a Great Maul. Take off Tapasarth, put another Queen Beatrix or a Great Maul or something. Sand Runner once again, maybe. Excuse me. Alright, let's run it a couple of times. Like I said, I'm kind of in a hurry today. I'll make it up to y'all tomorrow. And probably Friday, you know. Saturday, the rest of the week. We got a chat-a-thon this weekend too, so you'll be seeing a lot of me this week other than today. Alright, let's get up our weapon. But if you have any questions or want to see anything, feel free. I can definitely hang around for a few more minutes. We got this. Get out of here. So in the Underspire, I'd probably use an Anu to make everything as quick as possible with no potions, which I don't have on right now. Let's put that on. It'll help our Queen Beatrix and our Tapasarth and our Shabanu. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video about Underspire, I think. Might be like one of your next extra videos, which I've been giving all the extra videos to you guys so far. Like, I haven't done an extra P99 or extra anything else. It's all been extra Gems of War. But I really want to make, like, an Underspire video, just because I know I'm just like, I know it's not going to get views, but just to have it out there as a guide for people that actually want to do it, and like you should be doing. And then a PvP. I think I'm going to do another PvP, like, just in general guide. Maybe it'll get myself, going on it. You know, I have been doing a little extra PvP, and I have been doing one boss chest a day for my Horde Mimic Mythic. Like, I'm slowly trying to add it into my day. So I'm getting there. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I added 5 extra fights to my PvP, and then I added 1 boss chest to my day. So I'm trying to add in the stuff that I keep saying I need to be doing. Like, my vault keys come first because I want to get all those open, but I've been on top of that, like super on top of it, so I don't have to like do a bunch every day. And I usually have a little bit of extra time. Like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do my monolith battles then. Like, okay, now I'm gonna go do 1 boss chest. Like, and that's after I do everything else. You know, it's at the end of my day, but I've been doing it lately, like the last like 5 days in a row or so. That's one thing about this game, you should have something. Like, once you get all your dailies done, do all your dailies first that you can't do tomorrow type stuff. Then do your guild stuff, you know, but you should, like, Underspire PvP, of course, but have another thing that you're working on, too, like leveling classes to 100, or doing your factions, or opening your vault keys, or you want to do a boss chest to get the Horde Mimic Mythic or something, or do more PvP to get more VP and stuff like that. That you don't do every day, maybe, but like if you have time. Like if you finish everything up real quick in 45 minutes, you know what you're going to do. Like your thing. Might be different for everybody. Could be epic trials for somebody. Alright, highest level, level 10. Level 12, nice. Sometimes it's not as easy to make it the same level. I'm really good at this though, man. 80 flat last week, that's really good. I was happy with myself on that one. I don't know why I did that, I just yellow blue. Just wanted that cascade. Should probably be concentrating on my weapon though. See how Tapasarth still gets up even though it's in 3rd slot? It's because it's still got yellow and brown open. So it's no big deal that we have Queen Beatrix ahead of it. And Beatrix makes brown. The weapon blows up brown. So I do things for a reason type of stuff. See, here I wouldn't know which way to go. Like, they're both level 13. I don't know which way to go, but just kind of just had to pick randomly. I just went with the harder fight, I guess. It's a legendary fight. I don't think that matters, but I make up rules in my head, like cynical rules, you know. If it's multiple paths, it's probably not that way, because of course it wouldn't be, you know. If it's a harder fight, it's probably that way, because of course it would be, you know. It's my cynical rules. I know these devs. It's what they would do if they could, even though it's random and they can't. Alright, I'm gonna go this way, because let's see. I just want to see if it's the right way. Paulauk. Good morning, Classic. Welsh, Mr. Alien says in PvP you get icons. How do you use them? In the shop. There's a shop, and you go to the shop. It's kind of like buying something in the shop, except for you can use your icons. That's a good question. I'll show you after this fight, but there's the explanation in words. I can show you. I can show your eyeballs too. Just hold on. I don't know why I took skulls there. Probably just a waste of time. But who knows? Alright, yeah. I'll show you right now. And remember, like, oh, I made it to the door, see? I picked the right way. Just my cynical rules work. Sometimes, they don't always work, but... Like, highest level of the door always works, but they had the same level, so I had to choose between the two, and I ended up choosing the right way. It's like, whatever way you think would make sense, go the other way. That's how I do it. If you want to do it exactly like me. Like, the way that makes sense to you, that would be the smart way to go. Don't go that way. Go the other way. Go the stupid way, because that's the way everything is. It's like when, back in the day, everybody went to the right wall, like right. If you had a choice, so they'd put everything to the left. It was like way back in the day on video games, like everything was always to the left, because they know people always choose the right. So they'd put it to the left, that way you went to the right and there's nothing, it's like a dead end, then you have to go back to the left. Like, it's kind of like that. Alright, so PvP shop. It's in here somewhere. Other? Maybe? Yeah, other. So it'll tell you that you have them, and then you click on it, and it gives them to you. So you want to do these before the season ends, or else they're only worth like 20%. Like, this one's worth 500 right now, this one's worth 1,500 right now, this one's worth 5,000 right now. If you don't use them and they roll over to the next season, then this one's only worth like 100 instead of 500. It's only worth 20% of what... Because they don't want people like saving up a ton of them and then rolling them to the next season and being in first place automatically type stuff. So they're like, use them now or else. But some people save them all up till the end of the season, and then they use them all at the end of the season so they can shoot up the leaderboard. So it's like a strategy. I always just do them immediately because I don't really pay attention to leaderboards yet. So I'm mostly getting VP for like, oh, I want to be able to buy books. Just, I can do that on stream. I still gotta buy 2 more books here. Brown. And blue. Well, I'll need them both one day. Don't bother me that they're not the colors I want. Getting a book, like getting a colored book that you getting mad at whatever the color is like getting a free car and getting mad because it's not the right color. You're gonna need it anyway. Alright. I know it's kind of a short stream, but I'll make it up to you. I'll make it up to you Tuesday and Friday, because I'm not gonna count the chat-a-thon as making it up to you. Probably tomorrow I'll make it up to you. I'll do at least 2 hours, and I'll try to even do longer than that. But for today, I'm gonna cut it short. I started late. It's just that type of day today, so... But I do appreciate y'all. I owe you one for sure. You guys did awesome. You're still streaking. But I'll see you tomorrow for the longer stream. But hopefully you got everything you needed for the week, or for today at least. Go do that raid event, do your Underspire, do the epic trials, come on. Do that holiday event, don't forget. Because I almost forget sometimes. I'll be doing everything else and I'll be like, oh yeah, gotta do my holiday event. So really when I log into the game, I'm like, okay, get my blinkies, okay. XP booster, what does it say? Oh, complete a dungeon run, so I'll go do that. Boom, complete the dungeon. Here, I'll reveal it. Oh! Oh, we got a perfect. Now I have to do this, don't I? Alright, this will be the last thing I do. We got a perfect dungeon. Perfect dungeon, gotta do that. Probably shouldn't have took skulls there, huh? Chrysantherax likes skulls. Sometimes she dies on this, like, you gotta be careful. I hate when she dies. I would still get a perfect, you just gotta keep trying until you win, but... Get a perfect dungeon, let's go. So that's what I get for picking the same rooms. I mean, I want to kind of change. I might change tomorrow now that I got a perfect. I've been doing these 3 rooms for a while. It's not like I don't change. Like, I do the same 3 rooms every day. And I do that for months. Like, I'm not talking, like, 4 days. Or 1 week. Like, you should probably do it for months. But, if you, like, just hate the 3 rooms you're doing, wait till you get a perfect and then switch the next day. You're not going to get perfect 2 days in a row, you know what I mean? And it's better to switch rooms after you get a perfect. That way it doesn't happen the next day and you get all like, oh man, I just switched and my old 3 rooms just got a perfect. So for me, it'd be smart to switch tomorrow because I just got a perfect today. I've been doing these 3 for a while. Maybe, what 3 should I do from now on? Anybody want to influence my decision for tomorrow? Like right now I'm doing 1, 4, 5, but I want to do something different tomorrow. I did bottom 3, I think, before that. So I don't want to do bottom 3 again, and I don't want to do 1, 5, 4 again. Look at that, 120 Dragonite. That's what you're hoping for every day, is a perfect run, so you can get Dragonite, so you can open eggs, or save up for dragons, or whatever. And then after you get your perfect run, you can reveal these. So don't hurt anything. You think 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6? Alright, well Crow said it first, so I guess I'll do... Okay, so 2, 4, 6, okay. Sonic, you said the complete opposite. You guys. 1, 3, 5, or 2, 4, 6. Huh. You guys said complete opposite, so... I guess since Crow got it in first. Not that it matters, but 2, 4, 6. Okay, I'll try that for a while. I'll try to remember. 2, 4, 6. Okay. That's pretty smart. I was doing like 1, 4, 5. Like these 3. I feel like I only got like... I didn't get as many perfects as I would hope. But I got it today, because that counts. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you don't get something bad. So if I got like a bless something, you know, if I got it blessed here, or ascending stairs, or descending stairs, or whatever, that's fine. It's just kind of neutral. So I still got a perfect. But yeah, I guess I'll do 2, 4, 6 from now on. Okay, Crow, I'll do 1, 3, 5 then. 1, let's see, 1, 3, 5. Okay. 1, 3, 5. Alright, I'll do that tomorrow. But yeah, if there's no other questions, I'm gonna get out of here. And I'll make it up to you tomorrow, because you guys rock. Special shout out to Anita, Sana, Wormskull, and Chad. With a 2. 29 months, Sana. Getting up there. Anita's went to Avery. Sana's went to Chell, Houghton. Wormskull with a 20, that helps a ton. Chad with a 2 every time, helps a ton too. Appreciate it. Lights on, doors open. Thanks for joining me today. Crow, Sana, Welsh Mr. Alien, Classic EverQuest, Sean, Yoke the Ham. Good questions today too. We've been streaking. We've been having really good streams. Temp polls. You guys have been doing the temp polls. Anita, Sana, Yoke, Daniel. We got Kyle, Wormskull. Florian was here. I don't know if I saw you, Florian. I'm sorry. Florian. When you say one thing and then don't say anything else, like, I'm sorry if I miss you. Like, my bad. But thank you for saying hello. I just missed you. Florian. Wormskull. Yoke. Tyrion Shark. Chad the Clip Bomb. Got Wormskull. We got Sean. We got Tyrion. Anita, Range, Sana, Daniel. Daniel was first, Sana was second, Anita was third. Alright, top fans, YouTube determining who they like the most. They like Wormskull the most, 1,050 experience. And then their second favorite is Sana. Their third favorite is Chad. So that's YouTube's favorites for this stream. But yeah, once again, thank you so much, Anita, Sana, Chad, and Wormskull. Lights on, doors open. Also, temp polls. Thank you to everybody else. Lurkers, people watching after included. Thank you. But we'll see y'all. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, Mark Joey popping in at the end. Good to see you, man. Mr. Z popping in. Chad is my 4575th favorite. That's funny. Light bulb, keep them lights on, boy. Alright, I'll see y'all tomorrow. It'll be longer tomorrow. So, see you then. Have a good one. You're the best. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Check it out down below. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Y'all rock. Have a good day. You're the best. Love you.